What is going on, everybody? Hope you all are well. Today we are taking a first look at R-Type Delta HT Boosted. We are playing this on the Nintendo Switch 2. Full disclosure code for the game was provided by the publisher, but please keep in mind this is not paid content and the publisher has no control over my critical opinion of the game. We're covering this on the 27th of the 11th, 2025. So I believe this came out a week ago. It's interesting actually. I booted it up today and it just got a new patch today. So it just went to version 1.1. I don't know what the 0.1. I don't know what they changed. Even though I say I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch 2, there isn't official Switch 2 version. This is just Switch 1 software that is backward compatible with Switch 2. So if there's any performance issues, uh, they'll probably be smoothed out on the Switch 2. It's interesting that we talk about performance issues because there is a lot to get through with this game. Again, first of all, so if you don't know what R-Type Delta is, R-Type Delta is one of the greatest shoot 'em ups of all time. Yes, it is. R-Type, so it's not it's a side-scrolling shooter by Irem Software. Was by Irem Software. We've covered a couple of R-Type games on the channel before. We covered that R-Type Final 2, right? That video is up on the channel if you're interested. So this was originally a PS1 game. So this was the first time that Irem bought the R-Type franchise into air quotes 3D, 2D. So this was like it was still on a 2D plane, but they introduced polygons into the game, right? But it was still side scrolling. So this was their first game that was that transition between 2D pixel graphics and polygons. They made an R-Type Final 1, which was on PS2, and then studio disbanded, right? So they didn't make another R-Type game. So yeah, this is so they call it a HD port here. This is what we should probably discuss. I don't know if we go into it and discuss it because there's quite a big. All right, yeah, actually, let's go into it and we'll get through everything. So some of the changes here is music's very loud in the beginning. I think the intro is new. Also they've got a new arranged soundtrack, so you can choose between the original and the new arranged, and it's just not random people who they've got to arrange the soundtrack. This is why they want to speak over this, because this intro is loud. All right, hold on, let me turn this down so we can. It's not just random people that they've got to do the rearranged music. It's people that have worked on different like R-Type games in the past, or they've had some connection with other ports and things like that. So it's just not randoms, right? So obviously this is in widescreen here, so I'm assuming that's why they said it was a new intro. So yeah, new arranged music that you can choose to have on or off, and it's not like totally random different. It takes the original tracks and it adds like a little bit of twist to them. The other new thing here is there's a practice mode now, where you can go in, and depending on the stages you've unlocked, you can like where do you want to spawn in the stage, like what ship do you want to use, like what your power up is and things like that, invincibility on or off. So that's totally new. And then what else is new here? If we go into options, and we go into let me just show you sound. So you can go normal or arranged here. Go arranged, select which one you want, and it tells you the people who've like did the arranged tracks, right? You can just have the normal music there. Music is very important to this game, but it's like terrible for streaming because it drowns you out. It's a bit of a challenge to get the levels right. And then the last thing that they've added here is so screen options there. Apologies, I've got a cold as well. So there's a couple of ways you can play this. So you can play the original. So if you go texture pack low or high, you can play the original, and then high is like air quotes HD. I'll tell you why air quotes in a second. And then the free video options they got here, they got like normal, so it's full free. They've got full, which is stretched, right? And then they got this new expanded version. what expanded does is, if I get into practice and I'll show you, so it still maintains the original 4:3 aspect ratio, but they've added a little effects to the side of the screen to kind of stretch it out, but it's not stretching it out because it doesn't touch the original game. If I just quickly, let's just quickly go here so I can show you. If I pulls it even, see where the edge is here, and then it just extends it a little bit. So I don't know how they've exactly done it. If it's like reading a bit forward and it's just mirroring it. But you know, you can see the hard line of where the original 4:3 is, or like whatever the resolution was on PS1. So that's the expanded feature. There's like a nice way for them to, you know, because we want to keep the game original. We don't want to stretch it. So there's a halfway house option. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's the practice, that new screen option, and the you know, new music. That's the options here. So I would have liked to see more options. Oh, actually, if we go back out here, one, I wish they would, like, in the menus you could like adjust that all on the fly. You always have to go back out into the main menu. If I just show you the, let's show you the low, like this is the original textures. You go into practice. Yeah, I would like, especially the fact that they've got the low option there. Like, it would be nice to see, like, you know, scan lines and stuff, and like all kinds of other screen options when you've got this mode on. But you can mix and match some things. Like, you can have the expanded view here, and have the original low graphics, and you can like have the new music as well. So that's cool. Again, I just wish you could mix and match it on the fly. But it would have been nice to, if they had scanline options here when you're picking the original graphics, right? Because just like raw like this is just you know. But like scanlines would have fixed this, so I would have liked to see more options. What else can we show? Because we'll just do full playthroughs after this. I'm just trying to get through all the new features. We might as well, if I go into options, might as well show off the new music. So it's got arranged stereo. We'll go screen. We'll go high. So we'll go new textures. Oh, and somebody's going to want to know. It's just too stretched because you don't play it like this. But somebody's going to want to know. So let's go here. Let's go. If you're interested. This is what it looks like stretched. And with the new graphics. So, and there's the new music, you know. Oh, let me turn this up. Hold on. As you can see, it's not like totally new. It's still borrowing from the original, right? One other thing that I have changed here is, see your cockpit view. It starts off on 1 by default. But if you look at the bottom, like I'm playing this on IPS screen, right? And I got like a 50-inch screen here. Like, I can see the flicker super badly on the dose full meter. So I had no choice but to change it to like the second version, because the flicker is just like too bad. So like, I wish they could do something about that to like stop it from flickering. Again, I don't know if that's just my screen I can see it, but I'll be curious if any of you can see that also. So yeah, that's the stretch option. Let's go back here. So yeah, that's everything. I've seen a few people like talk about this game, but nobody's really gone through. I think we're leaving on expanded because, again, normal expanded is the same. and like, you know, expanded just adds that little bit extra. So why not? And it's like not stretching it, right? So let's go expanded, let's go high. Should we start off with, let's start off with original music and we'll do a playthrough, and then we'll go to the new tracks. So there has been some like criticisms of this because it's been out for a while and people have noticed that where the original slowdowns was in the PS1 version, they've removed those, and shmup fans like some slowdown helps the game, right? Especially for speedrunners and score attack runners. Like if they're meant to be there, people want the slowdowns to be back. So they've removed those. And then I've not seen this confirmed, but I've seen a few people say like the ending screen is too fast and it cuts off early. What else? So I guess we'll go in. So okay, so they actually, I might as well read their tweet because they put out a statement. So you know, so you all know. It says, so Clever River Games put out a tweet. Let me turn this audio down to make sure it's not too loud. Let me read this out for you. An update regarding R-Type Delta HD Boosted. Thank you to the thousands of players who have jumped into R-Type Delta HD Boosted since its launch on November 20th. We are overwhelmed by the positive response and have loved hearing your stories and watching creators take flight. We are aware that some players have noticed differences between the HD Boosted and the original release. Bringing this title back to life through a native port rather than relying on emulation was a painstaking multi-year process requiring extensive work to complete the source code from what had been preserved. Our goal was to produce a definitive version of the game free from slowdown or original hardware limitations and true to the original development team's stated vision. We are actively investigating your feedback and will provide an update shortly on how to plan to address these points. So I'm assuming that might be in relation to like some people saying, oh, they want the slowdown back. Like I'm not 100% sure because they haven't really made it clear, but they did go out in that statement to like clarify that this wasn't emulation. And that's the thing, like there was okay, we might as well get into the game now and play it so we can discuss that, because there is something going on with this game that people are not sure of. So let me just go here, normal, screen, high, extended. Okay. So because they didn't really clarify, everybody's been playing this game and people are not sure, even though it's called HD Boosted. Now let me turn this up a little bit. Let's start off with a default ship again, like unlike Final 1 where you got a bajillion ships. This was the first time that they introduced multiple ship selection, right? So you get free. They all have different, you know, helpers, force power-ups, whatever we're gonna call it. Let's start off with the default one first. And we discuss the next interesting conversation around this. So you have to remember, originally this was a PS1 game, and with PS1 came certain graphic quirks that everybody was aware of, mainly like texture warping. If you don't know, I think the simple version, like, okay, wow, I forgot I haven't got invincibility on here, so I got to concentrate on the game. Integer levels on the PS1 were like not great, so you had that classic effect on PS1 games where textures look like they warped. And the thing with this game is, even though they're saying HD boosted, again, I'm trying to get this conversation out. I should have gone to practice while I have this conversation. They're saying they're like, according to that tweet, they're saying that this is not emulation. Before they put out that tweet, everybody was thinking, oh, this is probably emulation because the texture warping of PS1, it's still here. So how could it not be emulation? So for about a week now, like everybody who's been covering this and everybody in their comment section and stuff, like, I think this might be just, you know, it might be a PS1 emulator, and they've added some like texture pack on top of it, you know, because it's still got the texture warping. But according to their tweet today, they said, you know, multi-year project. This is not emulation. Because there was some conversation going on around, which I can't confirm, which I saw somebody say, but I can't confirm. But they were saying something like, oh, there was like a Japanese interview with the devs where they said like some of the source code had been lost. But again, this is nothing they confirmed until we go back to that tweet they put out today where they said, oh, you know, this is a multi-year project. We're working with the code we had available. So kind of going to that random statement that some user put out to say, oh, they didn't have all the original code. But there's like a lot of questions to be answered here. Like, because if it's not just underneath a PS1 emulator, right, and with a texture pack, then why is there still texture warping? That's why people think this is emulation. But then, you know, according to her tweet, like, who knows? Because I was thinking like how to cover this game and like how to talk about all the issues. I was like, oh, how did they? If it is emulation, then how did they do the practice mode? But realistically, that could have been like save states, right, with all the options for every level. It could be, right? And then for the music, they could have injected the music in. But again, with their tweet, that kind of like I'm not sure now, because like that's what they said. So I guess they said, oh, we're gonna put another tweet out to clarify what we're gonna fix, whatever, and like they're gonna clarify their points. So I guess we'll know. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you think in the chat? Like, we're gonna put an edited video out of this for YouTube. I would like to know everybody else's thoughts. Like, no emulation? Why does it still have PS1 texture warping? I'm just not sure. So, but anyway, that's all the like drama and everything around it. Like, you know, you should just probably play the game and talk about it. Like, it looks nice. You know, like. If they wanted to keep the original and not make it from the ground up, right? And if they haven't got the original source code, then that makes it even more difficult, right? Like, what could they have realistically done? Again, there's like so many unanswered questions that like it's even hard to have a bigger conversation about this game if that's the case, right? So the last time this game was available, I think, was on PS3, right? And that was definitely emulator, right? It was the PS1 version that you could play on PS3, but then that got delisted, and since then there's been no way to play this, right, legitimately, unless you're using emulators yourself. So like, it's nice that it's finally available again, because again, I reckon one of the greatest shmups of all time. Also one of the most, okay, this is subjective, I say like a very important shmup, especially for Iron, because it was the first one that was transitioning that oh, you know, we're gonna start using polygons, right? You know, like we know how it went afterwards. Like now modern day people are trying to make shmups with actual pixel graphics, right? Not using polygons, but you know, at that time, and like PS1 shmup library is like great. Also, there's a lot there. They are still using pixel art, right, and not polygons. So it was. at the time it was a big change for them, right? But underneath it's still R-type, right? You know, you still gotta learn the patterns, you still gotta learn the levels. You know, you're gonna die. Like, it's not an easy game. You gotta know the patterns of where to go, where to land, and things like that. Still plays like R-type. It just had all the, I was gonna say modern trappings, air quotes, of that time. Of bringing, you know, CD audio, like better effects, because whether you like them now or not, polygons, wow. Yeah, because if you never played the original, you know, like what they introduced here differently was, again, we've got 3 ships now. Each ship plays differently because of the way the helper or the force pod, whatever you want to call it, works. They've got the dose meter, or like it's just basically your ultimate. The more hit, like whatever your helper like takes hits of, it builds up that number in the bottom, and when it gets to 100, you can fire like a big screen clearing bomb. So depending on how you play, you can be trash at the game. So you can like forcefully build it up higher, right? Like you can ram your pod into enemies to like make it charge quicker. You have got speed controls, and you've got 2 different fire options. You can like do like rapid fire here, you've got normal fire here, and then if you hold down normal fire, you can get like a burst shot, which you can charge to 2 levels. You can charge to 3 levels. Oh, you know what I should have done as well? Actually, hold on. I don't like this ship. This is just the default ship. If we're gonna do a full playthrough, I might as well. Hey, this is my excuse. I might as well do it with a ship that I enjoy, right? So if you go start game, let's pick one of the other ships. So the one on the left, the helper is like kind of attached to you, and it has I'll show you. It has a like dot stat, like a chain, basically. Actually, that's the best way to put it. So when you fire your helper out, it's always doing damage whatever hits the chain. And then the one on the right is, it's when your helper is attached to you, it like everything, it's has like a laser beam that is on an angle, basically, depending on if you go forward or back. I would probably say the ship on the right is the hardest to use. It's probably the most advanced because you've got to get up and close and personal with certain enemies, but it also probably does the most damage as well. There's the anchor. It's kind of worth having, you know, this always out, whoever touches it. Extra damage. Oh, was this the one that had? Yes. The charge shot is also lightning, so the charge shot is better on this as well. Maybe this is the easiest one to use. Even though the music's iconic in this game, I would say is like the first couple of tracks are defo bangers. I prefer the first couple of tracks over the later half of the music, the later half to end. I know I said the other shit was lasers, but okay, a particular laser I'm thinking about, we can get a wide laser with that shit. But I'm sure technically this is the one with the laser, but what am I doing? I should be building up my dose. And I just messed it up. That's probably not the one you wanted. I ran right into the bullets. Get on the backside. Uh-oh. That dose right at the end. Let's get this on here. Oh, missed. Should have probably got the yellow one. Stay on the right bottom then. Speed running strats? Okay. It's all coming back to me. No more difficulty, by the way. Game doxes you if you don't, and it'll tell you what difficulty level you're playing on. Oh no. Why? Oh my god, I touched the floor. Why is it not? Keep getting stuck at the bottom. So annoying. Oh man, when I said it was infinite continues, maybe it's not. Rip the roo. And let's check out that arranged music. First of all, way louder. Music, that is. As you can see, it's still, you know, still the original tune, but like remixed, right? It's not like totally brand new. Makes sense? If it's too loud, let me know, chat. When I said lasers, this is what I was thinking of. You know, technically the other one was a laser also. Because if you, like, you can close and open up the mouth, basically. That's like how this one works. It's quite technical. So if I fly forward, it opens out wide. If I fly back, it closes. And when it closes, I can just go up and down and keep it closed. Or I can go forward and go up and down and keep it open. No! That's the dose. What is super cool about this ship when you have some of these abilities like this. I remember this looking way better on PS1 with those two flames. This is where this you get massive laser here. Again, the whole trick is to try keep it open, right? Because as soon as you go back, it will tap back, it will close. I need you to get down. Come on. That force pod helper putting in work. Oh, I didn't want that. No. We're using it here not to burn lives. Got a checkpoint right here. Oh, you piece of shit! Wow. No, 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 no. Burden fruit continues on this level. Or maybe, actually. I did that twice. Um. Oh, interesting. This is graphics unlocked. Oh, set as wallpaper. Oh, I see. Yeah, so the menu's all new. Oh, and it didn't even give me the checkpoint this time. That one was it? Dude, stick in there. What are you doing? Alright, so what I need to do is keep baiting him to shoot. Oh, my helper stuck. Not like this. Wait, so how am I meant to... If I had the normal ship, how am I meant to shoot down? Oh no, I got sneeze. Laser almost got lost in my laser. I almost didn't see it. Only level 3. Was there like 7 levels? Oh my god, we're not making it toward the end. I burned way too many lives on that. Extra lives video game, that would be nice. Oh my good. Can I see my lives anywhere? I cannot remember anything about this level. Like legit, like anything at all. Oh, I remember the boss of this level actually. Great. Damn. Wait, do we unlock the practice at least so I can have a look at it? Oh, let's go back to original music as well. Um, so kids, so we at least know the map, and then we'll go. But this is why I feel like this is a save state, because look how quick it loads in as well. Yeah, how you like my lasers? So, free. This level definitely has an R-Type free vibe, right? pressed it. Panic. Dude, how would you even meant to? There was another one coming. I don't even know. I'm not doing the dose on purpose. I want to see full animation. Uh-oh, this is rough. Oh, wow, okay. Hit it perfectly that time? Right then, I feel like, you know, unless we grind through all of the game, like we showed enough of it off, right, to give some final thoughts here. Yeah, I was saying that practice mode came in clutch. It is really helpful here to practice those levels and learn them. So I think it's a great addition. Again, though, you have to unlock those levels first before you can play them in practice. The added new arranged music is pretty good here. Again, it doesn't totally change the sound of the game, you know, it's just tastefully like changing it up a little bit, so that's great. If we come into the screen options, I do like the extended option, you know, if you don't want to go stretched, and it is nice that they've got, you can play the game in its original low textures here. But I would say I wish there was more options, so it'd be nice to go to low texture mode and add skylines and things like that. That would have been great. So I think even though they have got one or two options here, it's kind of lacking, really. I wish there was more options here, and I do wish that you could adjust these on the fly in game, which is a bit of a shame. But what I wish they did add to this game is, like, I wish they added more, some kind of, like, if they scanned in the manual, if they had some of the original art, which again I don't know if they had access to, like add kind of history museum mode or something here, you know, just like rounding off the package, because, you know, they've got a new arranged music, they've added a new mode, practice mode, but, you know, it's just something to round off the package, like some extras, you know, some, like, obviously there's extra here, but some extras, like some kind of, oh, this is the best of the best kind of version, right? That's what I think is like a little bit lacking here. And again, like I was reading out that tweet from them in the beginning of the stream, they said they're gonna make some changes depending on community feedback. So it's still up in the air though, right? Like there is texture warping. That tweet said that it is an emulation, but then why would there be PS1 texture warping if there isn't emulation? So I don't know, right? I'm kind of scratching my head of that, because they kind of hinted in their tweet that you know, it's the ground up port from the code that they had, so maybe it was missing some code, like who knows. They should, again though, they should have come out and clarified that in their marketing material, and like if this is the issues they were having, so when we do pick this up, we do understand, right? Because at the moment gamers are just left scratching their head, right, going, oh, is this emulation, like, well, why do you see texture warping, like say it was a PS1 emulator, like what's kind of going on here? So yeah, again, I am enjoying this. I still think it's one of the greatest shmups ever made. There's literally like no other way to legitimately play this and buy this, right? Because last time we saw this was on PS3, right? And that version ain't available now. So it's great that it is back. You can purchase it on all platforms from what I understand. But yeah, let's see what they do with those upcoming changes. There was a patch today, but I don't know what they did to it, and you know, if they can explain is like, you know, some of those things, because I think they're probably going to add back some of the slowdown, or if they're going to add more options here, who knows. Yeah, there you have it. Once again, there'll be a live stream up on Twitch and YouTube under our live stream sections. We'll add a edited highlight video that goes up on YouTube. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Did you play this originally? Are you coming into this now because you're a Shrimp Up fan? I would love to hear everybody else's thoughts. Do you think this is one of the greatest ever shmups like I do? You know, maybe this is just nostalgia for me, right? That's why I hold this game in such high regard. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, follow and subscribe depending on the platforms you're watching. Turn those notification bells on so you do know when new videos drop. Other than that, I think I'm going to call it this one. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.